Hello everyone, welcome to the Sam Livecast. Me and Louie are here to welcome you into our kitchen where we will cook for you today. Is that right, Louis? Louis?
Well, we're going to lose more viewers to that.
5 pounds. Oh, I touched a dog, then I put my hand on my cutting board and my counter. And I wiped. I think at this point, people probably aren't too pissed about that kind of thing.
Hopefully not.
And don't forget something. It's not a restaurant. You're not actually eating my food.
True.
But it is Friday, and it is the last day of gluten-free week, and I promised I'd bake something.
It is, and we love you guys, and we thank you for being here.
I could have gone like way on the other side and made something with rice flour and sorghum and I don't know, those things that I don't really...
Sorghum?
Sorghum.
I don't know what sorghum is.
What is sorghum, Lynn?
I think it's one of those grain thingies, but it makes gluten-free... Oh,
right.
It makes gluten-free beer or whatever. You know?
It does, right. So, but that's the I don't know that stuff.
Before we get into it, thank you for telling your friends. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting us and keeping us here for 3 years now and 400 episodes.
Oh, yeah.
This is not what I want.
What is that?
This is salt. This is what I want. Coconut. All right, so this recipe is, we're making coconut macaroons.
Oh, nice.
Coconut macaroons.
Yeah.
Max was all excited.
Yeah,
all excited when he found out. It's really just a couple of ingredients. One is coconut, shredded coconut. This is about 7 ounces. I know because I measured it earlier. Okay, you know, I'm not a fan of measuring when it comes to cooking. Baking, though, I always say this, requires a little bit of accuracy. Because if you're not accurate, then things won't rise or fall or whatever they're supposed to be doing.
Hey, speaking of baking, we got some awesome baking videos coming out on the Bed Bath & Beyond blog.
Oh, we do?
Nice.
Yeah. This is sweetened condensed milk.
The best stuff on the planet.
It's
Remember
great,
that,
right? Hong Kong.
No, we made like a... Remember you just put that in the water? What was that?
Oh,
again?
yeah.
Dulce de leche. Yeah.
Dulce
Yes,
essentially,
yeah.
Okay, so look, so you want about equal parts. So this is 14 ounces, so I want like half of this tin. And look at it. That's crazy, right?
Wait, this is all that goes into coconut macaroons?
Yeah, you put a little almond
Oh my
extract
gosh.
in. What?
That's so rich.
Well, have you had a macaroon?
Yeah, they're delicious.
Good Lord. I'm sure there's a more sophisticated way to make
I just
them.
didn't know that was it.
There's
man.
this easy. What can be this easy? And we'll just hit a little. I think if I
No wonder they're so good.
vanilla. Almond. What's this? Black food coloring. No, I won't be using that. A little almond extract. Like a teaspoon.
This is like one of those once in a while things, right?
Well, it's rich. There's no question it's rich. So now this only has to get mixed enough to stick. I may have to go in with my hands in a second. It gets to that point where, well, it might be okay, certainly for forming these guys. And so I could have made a whole batch, but I do not want a giant-ass batch of these things sitting around my house.
Well, how many things do you know for baking that don't have any flour in it?
This one. I don't know. As I say, I'm not a huge fan of the baking world. Okay, so that's good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got that. We're going to throw on a baking sheet. My oven's at, sorry.
God.
Sorry for the noise. 350 degrees. So now we'll just do this. You know there's that macaron shape, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like a little sort of squatty pyramid. And I like little guys. Cute?
Yeah. I
That's
like
what
the
I
ends when they get kind of like crispy and burnt.
Yes. And look, if you make a smaller one, the smaller ones, I don't know, they're sort of easier to eat. It's not as much sweet all at once. Heart attack, you know, like you can get too much sweet in your face. Start eating some of these, like a giant chunk of tiramisu at a restaurant. Why do they have to make those things so big? I say a little dessert is a good thing. You don't need a ton of dessert.
Good words to live by.
Thank you very much. I think, here's the thing. Hang on a sec. I'll just say this. I think at the end of a meal, when people are sitting around and they're like, wow, I would really like to have something sweet right now. I think if they had a little bite of something sweet and then just sat there for a couple minutes, that would satisfy them. But what happens is they order like like the claim jumper chocolate cake that's 7 layers and like 3 pounds, and it comes to the table, and then the spoons come out, and even if you're sharing it with a group of people, you still end up with a ridiculously large amount in your stomach, and then you feel like crap, and you wonder why you're 2,000 pounds.
Yeah, no, I think that would solve a lot of America's problems if that was the case.
Just a little bit of dessert. Have a few bites of something sweet, and then sit and wait for a few minutes, right?
Yeah.
And then I think you'll be sated, and you'll be okay.
That and our incessant need to drink 64-ounce Cokes. And
Oh, what is that all about?
I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of that at all.
That I don't really get. I don't really get that at all. Okay, so look, you probably don't have to sit here. Look how pretty that shot is, though, Max. That's nice. You probably don't have to sit here and watch all of these. Very simply, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to finish these guys off. Or can I look at a camera? Let me look at a camera. Oh, where am I? Oh, there I am.
Go to one, Lynn.
I am going to finish these guys off. The rest of them are going to go on the sheet. They're going to go into the oven. And when they go into the oven, we're going to sit down at the table and we're going to chat.
Perfect.
Everybody good with that?
Let's do
Absolutely.
it.
Let's go. The days of expensive, time-consuming website creation people are over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that is? That's a Squarespace. That's where you need to go. Squarespace.com. They will make your website not just beautiful, but in a ridiculously financially affordable way. Does that even make sense? Financially affordable? I think it does. Check them out. Squarespace.com. You don't believe me? They're doing my website. Wait till you see it. We blow your mind. Blow your mind. And this is cool. If you put my name Sam in the promo box at checkout, you'll get 10% off your order. You got to like that. All right, the macaroons are in. I'm feeling good.
Can't wait.
I can't wait for those.
Can't wait.
Can we take 2 seconds really quickly
Yes.
to talk about macaroons versus macarons?
Yes. Macaroons I'm okay with. Macarons I think are ridiculous and I hate.
Well,
Why?
Can you pull up a picture of them? Basically,
Yeah.
so it's just like eating sugar. It's like eating colored sugar that looks like a little party hamburger.
Oh, okay, so the macarons are what Lynn had to make.
Yes.
Macarons.
And
Macarons.
remember Lynn perfectly placing them in, and then the
Yes.
guy he was up against just was like,
Wham!
The guy slammed it, and the guy would have won
He would have won.
if he left one out.
No, you wouldn't have won.
No,
They-
I don't
no, he
think-
would have won
I
that
know.
challenge.
I would have
they-
won, man.
Lynn,
He
they
would've-
said that.
it would have been-
They said, Lynn, they said
know.
if he hadn't have done that, he would have won.
Do you believe everything you see on TV?
Well, I only know what I hear from them.
I only know because I was on the show.
So they came up to you. They came up to you after and said, "No, we were lying
Dude, I
about
had
what
that
we
in the
just
bag
said."
the whole time,
Hey,
man.
all I know is what they say. It's television. I have to believe what they're
Mine
saying.
looked
for
way
me.
better.
I didn't say anything about the way yours looked.
I practiced all week.
All
man.
I'm saying is, yeah,
Forget about it.
don't make us talk about your egg challenge.
That's okay. I was proud of the macaroons, man.
You should have been. They looked great. You lost because the other guy got angry on his box, apparently.
Whatever.
Perch.com. ThePerch.com. You know what happens this weekend? Wait, where are we? Let me think about this. This weekend in Chicago, boom! Store number 5 opens up.
No way.
Check that out. Global expansion has begun, ladies and gentlemen. We talk about them all the time, and clearly, when I say it's an awesome store, other people are getting a sense of that because stores are opening up all over the place. San Diego, Palm Springs, Costa Mesa, Glendale, Chicago now. I've gotten confused. Chicago,
And they got
then
more
Atlanta,
coming.
then Houston. More coming, yeah. It's not stopping. If you're not on board with it, get on board because you'll be the last person going, why didn't I know about this place? Exactly what I said the first time I walked in and saw the store. Kitchen, bath, outdoor, joy, that's what they do, and they do it better than anybody. Walk into the store, the first thing they'll do is greet you and say, would you like a handcrafted coffee? And you'll be like, what?
How much?
Yeah, how much exactly?
And they're like, no.
Which they told me the number one's how much coffee they go through. It's a lot of coffee. It's their system. It's what they do. You walk in, they've got that big, beautiful espresso automatic. What's it?
La Marzocco.
La Marzocco machine in their store. You walk into their head office. It looks just like a store. Same setup without all the appliances and stuff. Big center console desk with a giant La Marzocco red in their head office for the employees. Check them out online, theperch.com, Facebook. Look at that little ginger. That was a cute picture. They are an amazing store. They really are. You will love everything that they have.
There you go.
Okay, so last Friday, a week ago today, I get an email from my friend Tommy at Catalina Offshore Products. CatalinaOP.com. Go check them out. You'll love them. And Tommy's there all the time. Anyway, it's a seafood place. I get a text from Tommy that says, I have a big black truffle here. Do you want it?
What?
Yeah.
Do you want it?
Yeah. I go, yeah, I want a black truffle. I've never had my own black truffle.
Let's see a pic.
Let me go grab one.
Yeah, get a pic. I have no pics. Nothing.
Why?
Did you receive one?
I got it. I don't know. I completely blanked on the whole thing.
On taking a picture of the truffle?
Just let me tell you my
black
tale.
truffle?
Oh, I might have one in my, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's going to look like that, except it was in my hand. Hold on. Can you just bear with me for 1 second? Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can find this. So I've never owned my own truffle. I've never cooked with even somebody else's truffle. And of course I said yes. Have you, Lynn?
Yeah, we got one as a wedding gift. Remember? We talked about it on the show.
Oh, right.
So the very first meal that Stacey and I had was homemade pasta with fresh black truffles and sausage.
Okay, so hold on. Let me just send this to you. Who should I send this to?
Me.
Do you need it emailed or do you need? Can I?
Email it to me.
Okay.
Come on, man. We've done this before.
Okay. Well, I forgot. I didn't know if I could just message it. Lynn, from me.
Wait. So
Send.
Tommy was a good Samaritan. Donated a gigantic black truffle to you.
Well, take a look. You tell me if it's gigantic. So a guy Tommy knows comes to San Diego from France. And he's now bringing these truffles in, and he had a bunch. He wanted to give away a few and get chefs interested and start his business. So Tommy had a couple extra ones. He called me up and goes, hey, do you want one of these? I go, sure, I would love one.
It's awesome.
So I get it. Saturday night, I make myself truffled scrambled eggs. Never made them before. But I made what I would refer to as slow scrambled eggs. From the minute that the beaten egg went into the pan, they didn't come out until 15 minutes later.
Wow. So you had it on super low heat.
Super low. A lot of moving with the spatula.
Right.
And they were super creamy.
Here's the picture right here.
It's a big truffle.
It
That's
is big,
a
right?
big truffle, dude.
It's a big ass truffle.
How big was the one that you got compared to that, Lynn?
Mine was actually as big as my hand. So
as big as your hand?
as large as my hand is, or as bigger than my. How do I say this?
It's bigger than
The size difference between your hand and my hand was about the size difference of our truffles.
Yeah. And where do you know where it came from?
Yeah, my cousin had it shipped in from Italy.
Wow.
Yeah, he was like, I think you'd be the only guy that appreciates
That's
this.
a really good. And have you used it all up?
We used half of it because we had to go on our honeymoon.
Yeah.
And we donated the other half to a friend who really wanted it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Does donate mean gave?
Yeah.
Got
I
it.
mean, because they go by fast. Like he
They
told
do.
you, right, to use it like pretty much as soon as possible.
You need to use it within a couple days.
Yeah. But they smell amazing.
They smell amazing. I mean, my car, just driving home, I stopped. I stopped at the market halfway coming home.
Yeah.
Got back into my car and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, you can really
I can't
smell it.
believe. But you know what's interesting? Way less truffly than truffle oil.
Yeah.
Truffle oil, a tiny little drop can ruin an entire meal.
Yeah.
If you use too much. A little bit too much is bad. The right amount is great.
I agree.
So I make truffled scrambled eggs Saturday night. Sunday, Kelly goes to Palm Springs overnight with her mom. I'm home alone, trying to eat well. So I ate, I don't know, like tofu, stir fry something middle, sort of lunchtime-ish. And then I was very full, and I knew I wasn't going to need to eat until about 7 or 8 o'clock. I knew the Oscars were on, so I was going to be, wanted to sit and watch at least the beginning of that. And I got my truffle, and I'm excited. I'm going to have truffled scrambled eggs again because I loved it
nice.
so much. I go to the fridge. I open up the fridge at some point in the afternoon, freezer, and I go, oh, look what else is there. There's a little half individually sealed of a New York, Wagyu New York.
Wow. You got some premium products in your fridge.
So for those who don't know, Wagyu is like Kobe beef. It's really super marbled. See if you can find a picture of it. Mm-hmm. And somebody gave me a guy from a meat company gave me 2 halves of it. There you go. Look how fatty that is. And the fat just means what, boys?
Flavor.
That's right. So he gave me like a New York cut in half, which each half individually sealed.
I'd used one half ages ago, and this one, well, a few months ago, and this one was sitting in my freezer, and I go, I'll have steak and eggs, but the steak part will be wagyu.
Oh god.
I've got my sous vide thing over there.
Oh my gosh.
I can get the New York perfect, and I won't ruin it because it'll just like melt in a pan with too much heat. I can't wait for this. Now I'm having steak and eggs. Really excited, right? As I go to sit down, I go, wait a minute. I saw something else in there. I had a freaking lobster tail in there.
No way.
It was the most ridiculous meal I've ever made in my life. I had lobster and truffle scrambled eggs with a side of Wagyu beef.
And this is just all stuff that just happened to be
It
in
just
your
all
fridge.
happened. I'm telling you.
That's how we roll in this house.
Well, no, it's not how we roll because we don't do this very often. The Wagyu was okay.
Really?
I'm not a fan of a New York steak.
Oh, I'm not
And
either.
I don't care if it's Wagyu or not.
Ribeye, man.
Or the queen has blessed it by sleeping on top of it on 12 mattresses for a year and a half. I want ribeye or I want a tenderloin. If I'm going to eat a fatty steak, I want a ribeye.
Yeah.
If I want super melty in your mouth kind of lusciousness, I'll have a tenderloin. I never buy in New York, but now I want to get one of these Wagyu New Yorks. But I'm telling you, the lobster, I defrosted it. I took the meat out. I chopped it up. I put it in a pan with a little bit of butter, hot melty butter. Got it till it was about, I don't know, 3/4 of the way done. Added a little truffle to it. Let it get itself ready. Then the eggs went in, and then I slow cooked the eggs.
This
And then
is
I
making me
put it on
hungry.
a plate with
I know,
with the Wagyu. It was really, really good.
Over the top.
Oh my God, it was really
It's
good.
like the
I
best
just have to
at-home
say.
meal ever.
It was the best at-home meal I had in a long time. Yeah. Another young child was killed in San Diego by drunk driver yesterday or the day before. I don't know how often this happens that somebody's dying from drunk driving. I saw on the news yesterday a woman who was saying, she was just convicted of killing a woman of drunk driving. 2 people. Killed 2 people. She's getting 9 years in jail. Does that seem right? I don't think it seems right. And as she says it at her trial, she goes, I'm not a monster. I'm a person that made a terrible mistake. I'm thinking about this. When I was first talking to my kids about having sex, pardon me, Max, for doing this. My rationale with them was you should have condoms with you always, because if alcohol's involved and you don't have condoms, the fact that you don't have condoms probably won't keep you from doing something stupid. It's just the way it is. Alcohol makes you do crazy things. So I'm thinking about this woman saying that she isn't a monster and she made a terrible, terrible mistake. And I understand all this stuff, and yes, it's her fault. But I think we as a community need to start really looking out for people drinking. Because the thing is, they don't know that they're doing something stupid. And of course it's their fault. Of course it is. They're the ones that get behind the wheel. But when somebody says you've been drinking, the person goes, yeah, I'm fine. We need a better way to figure out what fine means. Because fine ain't fine half the time, and people are dying all over the place.
I agree.
We have to find a way to hold these people back from getting in their vehicles. And I don't know what it is.
So there's some pretty cool stuff that they've been doing. I would say there's that new iPhone app that comes with like a little
Breath thing?
breathalyzer. So
Yeah.
there's like technology in the works.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a DUI report for California, and it seems like the number of fatalities have actually fallen since 2004, from about 1,400 to about 1,000
Yeah.
a year. So, I mean, there's progress.
I don't know.
being made.
Lately, I feel like I've been hearing an awful lot of it. The point is, right, there's all kinds of campaigns, don't drink and drive, that kind of thing. I think we need to start reaching. Whoa, God, those smell good. Can you guys smell that yet?
Not yet. It'll come
I
back.
just got to take a look. Hold on one second. I think I need a couple more minutes. Wow.
Okay. They're starting to spread out a little bit.
I hope we're going to be okay.
Hey, I'm with you, man. I wonder if we can do anything on the show about it. Just,
Yeah, I don't know.
talk about it every once in a while.
I guess.
I agree, though.
We all know. Look I remember back in the day when I was much, much younger. I admit to having driven. I mean, I think everybody has. It's a terrible, terrible thing, or maybe many people have. And the point is, when you're that hammered, you're not the one that's going to be able to say, I shouldn't do this. So people around that person have to be super aware, have a level of super heightened awareness to be able to look at these people and go, no, man, you can't freaking drive. Throw the keys away or call Uber. Do whatever you have to do.
Have your friends pay for Uber
Have some-
on the way home, and then maybe bring them back to
exactly
get their car.
Yes, there obviously still is a bad problem. I think what you're saying is hugely important in making sure that that's not 5 times what it is right now. This awareness campaign that we've been having for the last 10, 15 years, don't let your friends drink and drive, has worked because people don't, obviously it happens, but I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've seen friends have keys taken away from them.
Right.
Well, not taken away, but just, responsible people making sure that they don't. So I agree. Yeah, we have to make sure that just continues.
I'm with you. So I feel like I ranted on either here or on my radio show. Eat This, Sam the Cooking Guy, Sunday morning, 760 KFMB. Just go to cookingguy.com and find out all things Cooking Guy. If you have iHeartRadio, anywhere you are, you can listen to the radio show Sundays. Actually, anytime you want, right? So I ranted a little bit about Paula Deen. She's back in the news because she just raised almost $100 million and she's putting her company back together. She's got a different name for it, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. I feel like everybody's after her because of the N-word. My point has been I don't like her because of the whole getting diabetes and not sharing that with her fans, who I feel she had a moral obligation to share it with. And if you look at the fact that she was born in 1947, the same year as Jackie Robinson started playing in the major leagues as the only African American player, you know what the environment in Georgia and the South was like when that was going on. They weren't very happy about the whole thing.
No.
8 years later, little Rosa Parks got bumped off her seat in the bus. I think she's a product of her environment is really what I think I'm saying. I don't condone her using the N-word. I'm just saying, look at where she came from. We shouldn't be surprised at it. Hopefully she's not doing that anymore.
It's pretty crazy, 75 million.
Right.
I think she learned her lesson.
Does she
However,
look way thinner?
She does look way thinner.
in a recent cover story with People magazine, Paula Deen says, I feel like embattled or disgraced will always follow my name. It's like that black football player who recently came out. He said, I just want to be known as a football player. I don't want to be known as a gay football player. Paula Deen says, I know exactly what he's saying.
What?
Exactly.
She's likening her use of the N-word and people's feelings about her to what Sam, what's his last name? The football player.
I can't remember the guy from
Sam something.
No, the difference is
Michael Sam. Is it Michael Sam?
Paula Dean's talking about something that she chose to do.
Exactly.
Versus the other person who did not choose to be gay.
It's ridiculous. She should stop talking. Yeah. And I know what happens. She wants to come back, and she's got all the new things lined up, and the press is going to be her friend, and they say any press is good press. But she should just stop now. Because every time y'all open her mouth, something comes out bad.
If anybody's wondering, we're talking about Michael Sam.
Michael Sam, sorry. That's what it is. There he is.
Yeah, her use of analogies is not the best.
No, and I'm sure that he's pissed right now going, no. We are nothing alike.
I'm sure.
Jeez.
We are nothing alike. Okay, I'm ready. Macaroons.
Dessert.
Final item on gluten-free week. Ready to come out of the oven. I can't wait. This room smells amazing. Let's check them out. Let's see how they are. Gentlemen, are we ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And here we go. Look at.
Wow.
Look at them. So now you need to let them cool a bit. They're almost like going to be almost impossible to eat.
That looks so hot.
Oh my God. Do you know what this is going to be like?
I don't think anybody would hold it against you if you wanted to. Wait.
Wait.
Because those are literally right out of the oven. Just don't put the whole thing in your mouth. That's the mistake. That's sometimes what you do. Oh my god.
I mean, even like
He's gonna do it all.
even like seconds. No, who could do that? Even Look how beautiful that little guy is. You know the other thing we could have done? Could have made some chocolate.
Oh,
Is chocolate gluten-free?
yes.
I need one little bite. So these things, they need to like just calm a bit with the heat thing.
Oh, God.
Not that bad?
Oh, it's pretty bad. Heat-wise.
Go to one
Oh
line.
yeah. When you bake this thing and let it calm down a little bit. Wow.
Look at that shot.
I'm telling you, 3 ingredients, super good.
Little mountains of joy.
Little mountains of joy. And they come off, and I think what happens is this little burnt part stays. I'm gonna let these cool a bit. The burnt little bottom part will stay, and then you'll just get like a beautiful little macaron. Once again, not a macaron, because we know that I don't dig macarons.
No, you don't.
Look how nice they are. That's like one of those shots they have over top of New York, when you just see all the buildings from the very top.
Yeah.
Aren't they
Macaroon
beautiful?
City.
Macaroon City. Okay, that's it for today. That's it for Gluten-Free Week. It's interesting. I was going through some recipes the other day. We got a lot of gluten-free stuff that we've done.
Oh, yeah?
A ridiculous amount.
Nice.
Yeah. Tons of it. Think about all the Asian-y inspired stir-fry things that I like to do.
True.
No gluten anywhere in that stuff. Throw it on rice, no problem. All right. It's been a good week. It's been a fun week. Thank you for hanging out with us. Tell your friends. That's the way that we get to grow, make bigger things happen for you. Like Kauai, that's coming up in a couple weeks for you to watch.
Yeah.
It'll be a lot of fun. Have a good weekend. Don't eat bad food. Make something new. Try something that you've never tried before. That's the only way that you learn. Am I right?
Right.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you guys on Monday. Thanks for being here with us.